It's a Bitcoin podcast. The only one that's making your money is you. Listen to the Bitcoin podcast. So hold on and listen to the Bitcoin podcast.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Bitcoin Podcast.
You'll trap shit.
Hola.
I'm the host that talks first, Dimitri.
And I'm the host that talks third, Jesse.
Cord couldn't be with us today. He's gotten really into bird watching, which is different. So he said there was going to be an exotic bird in South North Carolina, a few hours drive from him. And he said he couldn't make it because of that. I don't know. Maybe the exotic birds are migrating. Anyways, this episode today it's got a title, doesn't it? It's got a Mr. Beastie title, doesn't it? We're trying to get some SEO, baby. No, I'm kidding. There's been stuff happening in crypto. This is the June 2nd, 2026 MicroStrategy, the Diamond Hands, Laser Eyes, Michael Saylor, also known as Michael Seller. He's selling Bitcoin. He sold 32 Bitcoin. And the market went, oh my God. The Bitcoin bear is like, it's come in the house. It's hung up the coat. It is getting cozy. The bull is outside in the barn. Can't come in, never come in. Cold, no cover, right? And then things that are affecting all markets, we're going to dabble in. SpaceX, XAI, Anthropic, OpenAI, their IPOs are draining the life force from the world. I feel like they're draining. You remember that little bitty alien in Men in Black, the first Men in Black, right? When they it was actually the second Men in Black, and they got like drained, and he was like, oh, or like you remember the first Mortal Kombat, Jesse, the one from the 90s?
Yeah, the one with Luke.
Remember when
the guy who looks like he could be Yamcha from DBZ?
Yes, that's the reference. Everybody is definitely remembered. But you remember when Shang Tsung sucked the life out of that guy for the first time?
Yeah.
That's what the market is. That's how the market is being sucked dry by these AI IPOs right now. The demand is so strong that I'm pretty sure they're basically just rewriting the law so that those companies can IPO hard. I mean, I don't know. Do we have a visual we can bring up or something?
SpaceX is gonna skip the typical IPO, then be publicly traded, then have to prove it belongs in the S&P 500 to just be listed directly into the index. So, and people speculate that they want access to 401k retirement time-based accounts, like the Vanguard 2055 for some millennials. And then they also are speculating that they might need even more liquidity, so they might actually need a bailout right after also locking in your 401k funds. So that'll be fun. And then we go into a Great Depression version 2.0 for 10, 12 years, 14 years. Fun times. Hope we don't go into Mad Max dystopia.
I said something on the Facebook, the millennials, the book of millennials the other day that got probably way more traction than I've ever said. And I was noticing on all of my feeds that the food recipes coming to me were no longer like perfectly reverse seared filet mignon or triple marinated tilapia or what's that really halibut, right? Triple marinated halibut hamburgers. The recipes hitting all my feeds now are like, here's some Cheez-It crusted liver, and here's a sauerkraut soup that you should get really good at making. And I saw one today that I was like, here's a gourmet style PB&G coming at you straight from Gordon Ramsay. And I'm like, oh my God.
Here's depression food.
My
Let me give you
god.
some
Yeah,
depression era recipes.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was like, have you ever had corn? You should try corn flakes. And I'm like, oh my god.
Mm.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. We are in it.
It's
We
not frosted
are
flakes, it's
in it.
just the corn flakes without the
Yeah, just
sugar.
cornflakes, bro. Just cornflakes. Yeah. You know, I saw the biggest sign of we are in a recession slash depression. I have an uncle. He's no longer my uncle because he got divorced from my aunt. And he'll never watch this, so I can talk to him. I'm not gonna say his name or anything. He has owned luxury cars my entire life. Since the
Mhm.
time I was like 4, I remember him with Cadillacs, Benzes, BMWs, Cadillac, Benz,
Mhm.
BMW, Audi, just luxury vehicles, right?
Okay.
He had a Lamborghini at one point, like just luxury. Today on Facebook, this man
Mm.
posted his brand new car that he got this morning, and it was
Honda
a Hyundai
Civic.
Sonata. It was a
Oh
Hyundai
shit.
Sonata, bro. It was a Hyundai Sonata, and he was like, "Ooh, this shit is clean. This shit is clean. This is a very nice Hyundai Sonata." And I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
you posted a Denali 2 years ago. You had a Denali fully loaded. I remember I saw the pictures. Like, damn, my uncle's still doing good. Look at him, still buying luxury vehicles. This year, Hyundai Sonata, bro. Not even fully loaded. Just like it's a great economical vehicle. It gets 52
Where
miles per gallon. I was like, dang, bro,
where
we
does
are in a
the where does the ranking go in terms of Sonata and Elantra? Is the Elantra like the Camry is to
yeah,
a Corolla?
Civic. I think it goes Corolla, Civic, Camry, Lexus, right?
No.
No, no,
Into
no.
within the
Avalon, Lexus. I'm talking Toyota.
Okay,
And then
but Lexus is
Hyundai,
a
it
whole
goes
completely different manufacturer. It's within the
Hyundai.
Toyota brand, but
Lexus
it's
is just Toyota, bro. It
wait,
ain't
wait,
no
wait, 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 wait.
mystery.
Hold on. No, but like, does it go Sonata then Elantra?
No, it goes Elantra then Sonata.
Okay, so at least he has the better version, right? It could be worse. It could be worse. He
See,
could have the Sonata
that's why I
or the
hang out with you,
Elantra.
Jesse, because you are a silver lining kind of guy. If we were in a foxhole together and we were hearing the bombs go off, you go, you know what? At least we don't have to feel the wind down here in this foxhole, right? Like,
I'd be
and
like,
guess what?
at least none of the bombs have fallen into the hole that we're in.
Yeah, not quite yet. Like they don't seem to see us, and guess what? We still have 10 MREs, so we're gonna be okay. I'll be like, thanks, Jess, man. It's not so bad after all.
Yeah, it
You
could be
be the
worse.
guy that's like, hey
Could always
D,
be worse.
it's not so bad. If we die here and we starve, you're probably gonna live a little longer because you got a little bit more fat on your body. So it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because like I really hope I'm not right, but I got enough rice and beans for like at least like 3 or 4 months. That's a lot of rice and beans though. I have like
Dude,
a
me and you
hundred
see
pounds of rice and 100 pounds of beans. I will
me and
survive.
you dude, me and you sometimes are so locked in that like I'm just impressed with it. I went and got two like 50-pound bags of rice from Costco and put it in
Mhm.
stuff so I know it can't go bad. And then I got
Yep.
like, I don't know, 20 bags of different beans. I was like black beans, red beans.
Yep.
I got
Yep.
lentils. I got this other stuff. I just went down that aisle of grains and was like in the bag, in the bag, in the bag, in the bag. Joe was like, "What are you doing? We don't even eat all that stuff." And I was like, "We're about to. We're about to
We're
eat a lot of this stuff." Yeah,
I was
we're about
watching
to.
I was
We're
watching
about
some
to.
documentaries from all over the historical time period or timeline of the United States, all the way from like Thomas Jefferson, where they're all like, he was writing about freedom, but he had a lot of slaves. So that kind of tarnishes that reputation for him. And then all the way to like Great Depression times, and people were like rationing
Yeah,
bread, and there were, like it was bad, right? And I can't
yeah,
help but like think our collective 100 pounds of rice and beans is probably not going to get us very far. We're probably going to need more rice and beans.
yeah. If it gets that bad, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Like it. What's crazy is that these things are not. We live such in a little bubble in the current times. Us, I think, and we're in this about the same age bracket. Like we don't realize that stuff was not that long ago. Like when I growing up as a kid now, my grandma ate all this weird food, and I was like, why are we eating like this? This is so
Mhm.
strange. It's like because she was a kid during the Great Depression. Like she was a baby eating this stuff. So this is like her household recipes. I was like, dang, like we are eating some wow. Like what is a bologna souffle? Like bologna souffle? And my dad was like, shut up and eat. And I'm like, I'm trying to. This is disgusting. Like I was like, this is gross.
Interesting.
And like
I've never heard
nothing
of
had
that.
flavor. And I was like, I know my grandma like, but you know, like now that I think about it, like my grandma didn't really cook very well. Like nothing had flavor. It was like cornbread with no flavor, eggs with no flavor, soupy rice because you needed the extra water in the rice for it to stay in your system. I guess I don't know. It was always soupy, and I was like, nobody's eating soupy rice but us. This is like this has gotta be an us thing. But anyways, yeah, it's times are rough out there. And then why this relates to crypto is because this is the first time in crypto's entire life cycle it's going to be tested with a bad market.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I
Like
mean, yeah.
if Bitcoin cannot survive a really bad market and crypto cannot survive a really bad market, then every single definition we have of it before needs to get just thrown out. Just throw the baby out with the bathwater because this stuff is not what we thought it was. Right? Like it's not gonna be what we thought it was. It's correlating with the S&P 500 now. Like if it cannot survive a down market, it's gonna be
It's
what it
not
is, man.
correlating with the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is doing extraordinarily well. So technically, it is inversely correlated.
Sorry, psych.
So maybe if the market goes down, crypto might go up.
Yeah, it will be on. There will be the smartest guys in the room again, baby. Oh, those crypto guys. Every 4 years, it seems like they know what's going on. No, I'm kidding. It's just, dude. So let's talk about Mr. Michael Saylor, who is probably the most successful grifter crypto has ever had. I think. Like he went. I've never seen anybody go so hard body on a grift. And you notice, like we don't talk about him a lot. I don't think if you've ever realized this, Jesse, but we don't talk about that guy a lot. We talked about him during his whole historic rise to crypto deity. We talked about him like twice,
I
right?
mean,
We
I
never
just
even mentioned him.
that he's interesting.
Oh, you think he's interesting? Why didn't you ever say that? You never really spoke up about it.
I said I don't think he's that interesting, which is why I never talked about him.
Yeah, I think he's standard issue grift, but I've never seen anybody who grifted. Like we all have levels of grift inside of us, right? What's Joe call it? What did he call it last week? Bag work. That is the best phrase I've ever. You don't do bag work very much. You work your own bags, right? Not like if you're in an asset, you don't do bag work. I've noticed that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean bag work?
Bag work is like not talking bad about an asset because you own it and you want the price to stay out. It's bag work. Like that's what Joe was talking about last week. Remember when he was like,
yes, it's coming
that
back.
that dude was doing some serious bag work. Like Michael Saylor has done the most dedicated bag work of anybody. You know who's a great bag worker? That gold guy. That gold guy who's always like, "Oh, Bitcoin sucks and gold is better." What's his name? Peter Schiff.
Yep.
Peter Schiff is doing 24/7 bag work. Like, and
he's been doing it for decades. Yeah. His father was a gold bug, I think, as well.
Just pure bag work, right? And so, but you don't do that, man. I've noticed that. Like, even when we first met, you were jokingly like, Tron is the best, but you were never like, guys, Tron.
No.
Tron's gonna be the future. Tron is the. You never like that. Like,
can you imagine?
Yeah. If you did bag work, I think Jesse, if you did bag work, I don't think we could be friends because I know, like, you lock in. like a Rocky movie, like a Rocky montage you lock in. So if you did bag work, I don't know if
Yeah.
we could be friends, dude. I would be like, Jesse, bro, for real. Like imagine if you had Pokemon card bags and you were working that bag, dude. You probably would be, yeah. I don't even want to imagine it. It almost scares me thinking about it.
Well, good thing I'm adding something like Pokemon into the gym software that I'm building.
Jesus, man.
I'm gonna have an
So
empire bigger than Nintendo's. Like,
the, the funniest thing about what Michael Saylor did is you liquidate stuff
mhm.
usually when you have to, right? Like it's not something that you want to do, right? You told me this many times. You want to hold on to your assets as long as you can. Take loans out against them, do what you need to do. But if the cards are crumbling and you have to liquidate, you liquidate. Expose yourself to whatever the taxable event's going to be, and you liquidate. But this dude says, "I sold Bitcoin today to prove to the world that it is liquid, and there are buyers for Bitcoin at any price." And I'm like, dude, do you think people are out here just drooling on themselves? Like, do you think there's no IQ levels out there? Do you think we're like,
But like you have to think about it. He only sold 32 Bitcoin, which is like
I do.
inconsequential in terms of the amount that they have in total, which is like how much is it? 40 or 60 something $billion worth of Bitcoin right now? Down from 141 or something,
Yeah,
140 something.
yeah. I get that. It is not even a drop in the pond. It is a mist over the
Right.
ocean, right? It is a
Yeah.
mist over the ocean.
No.
But don't just say what it is, bro. Just say like that's the thing that annoys me the most. Why are you so blurry? Where are you going, dude? No, this is a lucid dream, bro. We got a lucid dream going on. Don't be dense, dude. Don't lie. Like that's the thing that despises me sometimes about like that corporate. It's like how do we lie the best? That corporate like mentality is like how do we lie the best? Like, dude, don't lie. You sold it because you needed to. There was some fees or something that you couldn't get out of selling it. That's why you sold it. You've been saying for 7 years, 6 years, like never sell, always buy, and you sold it. You sold it because you needed to. Right? Don't lie. Dude, I sold it to prove people wanted to buy it. Okay,
I
I'm
do
gonna sell
wonder
my
why
car tomorrow. Then.
I do wonder why he sold that small fraction. People are wondering if that's like a big brain move in terms of he opened a short on the market and then sold that 32 Bitcoin so he would make enough to cover the dividends payouts for a few more months because I think it can only pay out for like 6.5 months left right now before they
He
have to
sold it because he
replenish it.
had to. Whether it's the dividends payouts, whether it's fees somewhere that are finally coming to rear their ugly head, he sold because he
Mhm.
had to. And he should have just said the truth. Like, yeah, we sold 32 Bitcoin to pay out the dividend.
Yeah, but that's I don't even know if that's enough. I actually don't know how many outstanding
It's
shares
probably
of
not.
STRC. I think that's the one that they have, right? Or do they pay the dividends on Master MSTR or are they paying dividends on
I
STRC?
think it's I think it's MSTR, but I'm not really sure. Maybe we should I suppose we should look it up. But let's do something. Let's switch
What?
talking about paper hands micro strategy and let's talk about this bear market we're in. Oh boy, dude. I've been in many bear markets at this time.
Yeah, but we
And
haven't
when
been through a Great
people,
Depression style bear market.
I mean,
No, we haven't. We haven't.
no, we haven't, but at the same time, like the same deja vu signals are there. There's old school like people saying, "Hey, I'm selling my crypto. I
Mhm.
just can't do it anymore. Reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm gonna get up out of here. Why am I doing Trump aneurysms? What's wrong with me? Ah, did you see that? You saw that.
Why are you doing that?
Anyways, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. It's kind of actually gives you a good back, gives you a good stretch chest. Gets you a good chest stretch. Not gonna lie to you. Anyways, where was I? What were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the bear market. But we see the same signals, right? There's people like what's the dude from what's the Ethereum show? Goatee guy and glasses face.
Talk about one of the bankless things.
Bankless. You know what I'm talking about, dude. You always do that to me. I could be like, man, what's that little thing called? It's got like an oatmeal cookie and an oatmeal cookie and some cream in the middle. And you'd be like, are you talking about oatmeal pies? And I'd be
Oatmeal
like,
pie?
yeah, dude, of course I'm talking about oatmeal pies. What
I don't
else?
think I've ever
Yes.
had an oatmeal pie though. Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pause the show. Jesse's got to run out to the gas station and get some oatmeal pies and
No,
put
I
them
don't
in the
want an
freezer.
oatmeal pie. I am avoiding
What it-
sugar. I'm trying to
oh,
lose
dear
weight.
Lord, dude. What are you going to are you
Prepare
gonna
for
do?
the
Competition?
apocalypse.
Oh, did I say
Gotta-
competition? Are you going to compete?
No, I'm trying to stay alive in the impending apocalypse where people are going to try and steal my rice and beans, Mad Max style.
Okay. Well, if you do find there's room in your diet for sugar, get yourself an oatmeal pie and put it in the freezer overnight, and then eat that
Okay.
bad boy. Oof.
Got it.
There's something about all that processed chemical combining with that processed cream that just unleashes a flavor in your mouth that we will never experience again.
I think I've
But
eaten
anyway,
6 ice cream drumsticks in
that's
this last
powerful.
week. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I keep saying in one breath, hey, I'm trying to eat no sugar, and then you're like, I actually ate a baker's dozen worth.
Because I am trying. The keyword is trying to avoid sugar. Not successful all the time.
Yeah.
There are some misses.
Sugar's hard to avoid, bro.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, let's talk about the bear market again. So all the signals are there. Crypto is having a terrible, terrible trending all throughout the year. Regulators are starting to chime in like, hey, this stuff is dangerous. We might need to think about it. Like it's all the same stuff. Every single bear market, we see the exact same stuff. But you're right. This will be the first bear market in a bad market because when this market turns, man, everything. I don't know, man. It might not, man. Maybe the billionaires are gonna keep floating us forever, dude. They're
I
gonna
have no
float the
idea.
market to the end of time, bro.
Probably not.
Nobody has an idea. That's why we do this, right? That's why we show up and we wake up. We don't know what's gonna go on, but we just go one day at a time. You know what I mean?
Yep. I know what you mean.
Powerful words, bro. Boy.
You sounded like a mod when he got high one time.
A mod? You talking
Yeah.
about wait. You're not talking about this guy, are you? Are you
Yeah,
talking about that dude?
When he gets real deep from time to time. And it's like, whoa, man,
Well,
you're thinking too hard about things.
he gets undergrad deep, bro. That's what he does. Everybody got that deep in undergrad. Everybody used to have those thoughts in undergrad, like, man, what if we're just film and time is light and time is just impressing itself on us like film? Come on, man. Everybody been in undergrad before.
I just
We all
feel
have these
so
thoughts.
sad for that one live viewer who's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? I thought I tuned in for a Bitcoin podcast.
Then they haven't been watching the show very long. I feel bad for you, one viewer, but we got plenty of people who love this kind of banter. So maybe you won't. Maybe you'll stick around. Maybe you won't. Maybe this isn't your bag, but we hope that it
You know what
is
would be
because
productive if you had SSH access to your Beast machine at home, and then we could set up Claude Code so you could do the video publishing pipeline that you had running on Corey's OpenClaw instance.
Yeah, that would be a productive use of time. And I'm willing to actually go through that on Friday if you want. I get home early on Friday. I'll sit
Do
down
like
and I'll
a
dedicate the time. I don't
like
have
a
an
hash it
APC
out
though,
tutorial.
but
Huh?
my workaround for not having an APC was to maybe have some sort of remote, like turn my computer on remote and keep like an antenna
Yeah.
like to low voltage, so that way if it turned off, I could just see it on my phone and then hit a button and turn it back on. That kind of thing. It's how I set up my Litecoin miner back in the day. Like I had a little app that we spun up, and then I could
Yeah.
see on my phone if it was running or not. and if it turned
Yeah.
off, I would just turn it back on.
They have wireless smart outlets that you can toggle on and off. So you could connect your PC to that, and then you might need somebody to always I guess, or you need a way for it to turn on always, even after a brownout. I don't know how frequently you get brownouts in the area.
They're pretty frequent because I live in a new subdivision. So like when they're doing construction and stuff, for some reason, brownouts.
You might
Hard
want to get a
rain, brownout.
UPS. So plug in a
I know,
UPS
but
to a smart outlet, control the smart outlet from your phone, and then you just need to just keep it on 24/7.
yeah, because I've actually gotten to the point where I'm using Cloud Code more than Cowork and more than Chat. So I'm in it now, bro. I'm doing what you asked me to do 4 years ago, which is be more technical. So
I mean, I
that's
doubt it,
just
but
a
I
weird
think you're
route to
trying.
take. No, man, I've learned a lot. I think you'd be impressed. I think you'd be very impressed. Made a whole website with a Stripe integration. That seems like nothing to you. You're like, that's light work, bro. That shit took me an entire day, bro. Even with Cowork, I was like, what does that mean? Going back and forth, I was like, oh, okay. What does that mean? Oh, okay, cool. I was just like, yeah, it was an adventure I needed to go on. And you were absolutely right about Hicksfield, bro. I sparked that up. It is tough, dude. It is tough. The thing that I didn't expect is like all the ideas are gone. Like I'm thinking I'm being totally original, and I generate this character, the character that's gonna be like the main character of this story arc that I've created. And like out of the blue, after like 7 hours of work, Hicks feels like, hey, you've got copyrighted content. And I'm like, what? No. And I'm like, that's impossible. And it's like, yeah, we can't keep working on this because it's copyrighted content. And I'm like, how? What? Dude, I ended up making a character that was like a Final Fantasy VII bad guy, thinking that it was totally original. I was like, yeah, this is this is dope. This is gonna be the character. This came from my brain. I described it and it's real now. I like how it's looking. This is cool. This is gonna be it. I started
I didn't
trying
know
to
that
get into some
Hicksfield had
animation.
some sort of copyright detection. I
Oh
was
yeah.
using C-Dance 2.0, the Chinese one. They don't care about copyright, so you should use that one.
Well, it has CDANs built in, so I can like switch it
Oh,
manually, and that might be what I have to
yeah.
do is just like, hey, force it to use CDANs. But dude, I was like, how is this
You use the
copyrighted? Like I
C-Dance
thought
platform
this,
directly.
yeah, I thought this out of my brain. And no, it was like, yeah, that looks like a bad guy in Final Fantasy VII. You can't go with that. And I was like, damn. I was like, it, all I heard was like, there's a angel Jesse on my right shoulder and a devil Jesse on my left shoulder. And the angel Jesse was like, you should have listened to Jesse because he told you have to have some skills to do that. And then the devil Jesse like was like, yep, you should have listened to Jesse. And I was like, 7 hours of my life I can't get back. So
That's
back to
good
the
you
drawing
didn't
board.
raise money for that before you even realized
No, no,
that the
no.
tools are hard to use.
I'm the kind of person that if I couldn't get it done, I would have just given the money back. Like I don't need money that bad. I'm not a scam artist.
No, but
But
like I'm just saying, like it's easy to. It was easier for me to tell you to go on that little adventure so that you could figure it out. That it's actually there's a little bit more to it than
yeah,
that.
but I'm growing because an older version of D would have been like, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna ask for the money and just see how it goes. And then it goes nowhere.
You'd have
And
to
then I get
return the money.
disgruntled. And then I get disgruntled and I'm like, well, shit, that was a waste of time. But now I'm like, well, let me learn something and see if I can do this and get involved. And I did that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I'm learning that I have a lot more to learn. But I did pay for like a solid month's worth. So I'm breaking the bank. So, I should be able
Try
to
$50 on
see if
C-Dance too, and see if you can crank out what you're looking for.
yeah. So that's what I'm going for.
It's yeah.
Um,
All those videos that you see online on social media of AI videos, there's a lot of touching up done in Adobe After Effects and basically a lot of third-party video editing software outside of the actual text to video generation LLM stuff. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's just people who already have the talent and skill and workflows using it to make what they make faster.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
feel like.
It's like programmers using Claude Code and they know how to program, and then they're frustrated with the level of having to check over the work, but they're happy for the simple work to be done properly because there's so much of it. It's just copy and paste for the most part for some stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
depending on what you're building, there's more complexity and it just gets to be the same amount of effort as if you were just doing it yourself.
Yeah. Dude, after all is said and done, I've been in crypto long enough to know that there's still hope for crypto. It's battling through a lot now, though. I saw you post something just in the Discord just today about like quantum like breaking stuff, and I was like, "Uh oh."
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh." I
Google
was like, "Man."
there's some Google research that accelerated solving the Shore's algorithm,
Mhm.
which is the SecP 256K encryption that crypto uses. So
Yep.
yeah.
So it
Still
became a
still
lot less
still like
expensive.
yeah, so NIST targets 2032, but everybody knows that's a meme. It's actually sooner. And so Google, Ethereum Foundation, a few other groups are targeting 2029 or sooner. So everything needs to upgrade in the next 3 years or so.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's more for more than crypto. It's everything. Everything encryption
Yeah, it's all the
has to
things.
upgrade.
Dude, have you heard about the 2032 problem?
No, what's that one?
Dude, my colleague told me about it today. He was like, "There's a new Y2K," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "It's called the 2032 problem. It's 2034, 30 something." And it was like basically like hardware was coded by the second, and those seconds are it's like the Y2K problem all over again, but it's just bigger because there's more seconds.
Let's
So,
see.
and I was like, "Damn." So if it's not the 2032 problem, it's like the 2034 problem.
So 2038.
2038, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I knew it was an even number. I knew it was divisible by 2n.
But like the computer systems that can handle that, they're gonna be old as fuck anyway. Like, let's see.
Dude,
Which
why are you
computers are
talking bad
actually
about
gonna suffer?
boomers, bro? Why are you talking bad about boomers? Why does your camera keep nodding, turning this into a lucid dream?
I don't
Are you
know.
falling out of
Enjoy
the
it.
focus?
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably not detecting my head, or then just trying to detect something else. Hold on, I'm reading a subreddit to see if I can figure out why 2038 is relevant and for which computers. Oh, here. There's a whole website called the year 2038 problem.com. Interesting.
Yeah, my colleague was telling me about it today. Time computing issues similar to Y2K. And I was like, dude, I'm a nerd, like, but I'm not like I think people underestimate my nerdiness. Like they see the glasses, they see that I love the Matrix, they see that I love Star Wars, they see that I love
You
Star
said
Trek. I'm into it.
underestimate or overestimate?
They overestimate my nerdiness, right? Like I
I
can't
would
take it
agree.
anymore.
The people who think you're a nerd, they've never met real nerds.
No, like not at all. Like they're like, man, have you seen the new issue of Spider Man? And I'm like, there's new issues still? Like that shit for real? Y'all still reading the same shit? Like y'all gonna read them? Y'all gonna read them redo Green Goblin how many times? Like word? Like I'm not that big. I'm a nerd. Don't get me wrong. I nerd out, but I'm not like I don't know if I've ever made it to that level. I don't even know how to operate though. I play Magic. Did I play Magic before it was cool? I don't know. I'm nerd adjacent. Anyways, you look like you're into it, bro. Throw it on the screen. What are you reading right now? Bring us
Yeah.
into your world.
Here. Do this and then do this. So it's sign 32-bit integers. They're the ones that are gonna be having the problem. So this is right. Embedded systems, basically 32-bit software or hardware is gonna have an issue. If they do
Oh, okay.
if they do the Unix timestamp representation in a 32-bit signed integer format.
Cool. Because
Yeah.
that is something that everyone knows exactly what that means. But basically, what Jesse's trying to say that you can
I
use
mean,
32 bit or 64 bit, and
like it's not
right
hard.
now, if you're
Just
using
fucking it's like this. Here. I'll fucking teach you fucking this shit. It's fucking easy.
do it, then do it,
So
then, bro. I dare you. I dare you to teach us.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So then I'm just gonna grab this and stick this here. So I'm just gonna make this. Okay, so this is one byte, right? 1 byte is 8 bits. Shit, I need to undo, grab that shit. So what we need is we need 4 of this
4 bytes.
so that we can get 32. All
They're
right,
in a
so this
row. Why don't they
is
put them in a? Why don't they like put them stacked?
just this is an abstraction because real memory is actually staggered in modern systems. They don't use memory and then do it sequential in terms of
Okay.
sequential registers. And anyway, whatever. You don't need to know about that shit. Just look at the pretty rectangles in the numbers. All right.
Thanks,
So there's
thanks,
a total
Professor
of
Jesse. I appreciate it. Whatever. You don't even know about that
4.
shit. Let's just keep it. Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to know about that. 4 bytes.
All
One
right.
byte.
Dude, this is like Khan
Equals
Academy all over again. This is great for me.
8 bits.
All right. I'm tracking. Why not 10 bits?
32 bits.
Why do we go with 8,
And
not 10?
the 2030, stop asking questions. I haven't finished talking. So 2038 is the issue because we're starting from like 1901 or some shit like that. And you can't hold all this shit in this shit. And so basically there's going to be a number that's like, if these are all the bytes, right? This is the 0th and this is the 31st. Well, actually, technically it's from right to left. So this is like 0th bit, and this is the 31st.
Wait,
31st
why does it
bit.
go backwards? Oh, because they
Because
come
everything is
in.
base 2. It's base 2 because it's binary. Because this number is technically, like, if I were to write 1 in this number, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What am I doing like that? I'm retarded. So just grab all this shit. That was your first, right? That was
So
this shit.
zeros all the way and then a 1 at the end.
Correct, right? And then this last one, as you say, is we're going to replace this with a 1. This is 1 in decimal, but so this is binary. This is decimal format representation. So
Dude,
all
I
of
don't
this
think
is
I ever got.
basically 1 to the 0th position, right? This is really what it means. This is to the first. This is to the second, to the third, all the way to the 31st. So if I flip this to a 1 and the rest are 0, dot, 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 all the way down to 1, right? 0, 0, right, dot, 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 whatever.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
1 to the 30. Oh, 1 to, oh, dude, I'm retarded. It's 1 times Times 2 to the 0th. So times 2
2 to 0 is
to
1.
that. It's 2 to the 31st is what it's 1 times 2 to the 31st. This is 0, 1, 1 times
Oh.
2, 1 times 2, 1 to 0, this position.
You know, this has never been explained to me like this before.
It's
Ever.
it's literally like it's the same shit.
That's
And
it.
every
Each
number's-
one of these fucking bits is 2 to the that bit.
Yeah, yeah. That's all it
But
is.
then
And then
it's
you just
just
add it
n
all up.
minus 1, right? So if it's
You just
32, then it's 2 to the n minus 1.
correct. But
32
that's
minus
for
1 is 2.
unsigned. That's for an unsigned 32-bit integer. For a signed 32-bit integer, you actually use the highest order bit as the signed representation. So 1 I think indicates signed negative, a negative number. So you essentially take the max space that you can have with an unsigned 32-bit integer and you basically have it, because you're basically going positive in the half of the maximum number of unsigned and then negative the other way, and then it wraps.
So that's
But anyway,
so I get it now. There's like it's all a space issue because if you got 2 to the 63rd, that's a really large number. And so if you get to like so will we ever get to like what would that be 128 bits 2 to the
so
127?
anyway, this is the gist. If you take 2038 minus 1901 or wherever the time started, that gives you the number of seconds, n number of seconds. That's how many this can take as a signed representation of 32 bits. That's why they can't handle anything bigger than that number. That's
So
the
she said.
Y2K bug issue or whatever. Anyway,
Got it.
it's
Okay.
simple. It's not complicated. Memory registers too small for big number.
Okay. Well, thank you for clearing it up for people who were unaware, including myself.
I didn't know that this
I
was
had
going to
a
happen.
high school teacher try to tell me that, but a high school teacher tried to teach me that binary stuff, and they just didn't have the wherewithal. I guess I was a young whippersnapper then.
Nothing's
But I get it now.
complicated. Just have shit teachers,
Yeah, that's very true.
or
Okay.
the students are retarded, or a combination of both.
What are you trying to say about me, man?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Next time, can you put the screen on so that we can have the screen and our faces on at the same time? Act like you've been here before.
I've never been here before.
Whatever. We're gonna wrap this up. Corey just texted us. He said it was just a cardinal. It wasn't even that exotic of a bird. So I'm actually a little frustrated right now. He told me it was going to be an exotic bird, and I was like, exotic in North Carolina? Yeah, man, you got to take this time to go see that bird. But yeah, it was just a cardinal. So, yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. Shout out to Zoe Saldana. Shout out to Diet America. Do you want to see something, dude? Diet America. That's
It's
the
still
brand.
zooming in on your face. It's focusing on your face more than the can.
Well,
There you go. It's working.
Diet America.
It's really
That's
focusing on your
the
fingers.
brand they went with for the summer.
That's funny.
That's the marketing they went with. Diet America. Diet American.
I have never had one of those.
It's a Mountain Dew, but they changed it to Diet American Dew.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, me either. I just have to keep saying it, I guess. Shout out to Zoe Saldana. Oh, long neck, wide smile. She's got a movie coming out this year. You may know it, called The Avengers. That's this year, right? Yeah, in the December. In the December, Avengers coming back. I think Spider-Man comes out in like a few weeks.
Avengers Doomsday? What is this one about? Oh, that's right. They're having Robert Downey Jr. play fucking Doctor Doom. Oh,
it's gonna be awesome, dude.
Is it gonna be awesome? I really
You know
hope
why it's gonna be awesome? They're having him play Doctor Doom. They're gonna do some universe stuff. They're gonna make it happen, and then he's just gonna be Iron Man for real. They're gonna bring him back. Why? Because it's comic books, and you can bring anybody back from the dead in the comic books, baby. We need more Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. We need more Chris Evans Captain America. We need to put all this whack shit since 2024 that's been coming out. Like what all this whack shit since like 2020 that's done. Throw it in the trash. We want our Avengers back. We want Captain America. We want Hulk. Black Widow can go. Hawkeye can go.
Go.
It's trash, dude. Come on now.
Oh.
Hawkeye and Black Widow can go. Let's be serious. Let's have a serious conversation about it, bro. Jesse, you're being kidnapped by like somebody with godlike power. Are you gonna go? You know who I would love to help me right now? Hawkeye.
Definitely not Hawkeye. Definitely not Hawkeye. Absolutely. the last on the
Exactly,
list.
dude. Exactly. You're not going to be like, man, if only Black Widow were here to electrocute her with her taser. Like, no, I'm going to be like, yo, this deity is literally trying to zap me off the face of the planet. We need
See, but
Iron
the
Man,
thing is, like,
Hulk,
Black
Thor.
Widow strikes me as like a secret agent Batman for women. Like, so like I think she's more capable than like she's like a wild card. Like she could go call Superman out of DC and merge into like she could make some weird shit happen, you know?
She's a wild
No?
card, bro. She's feisty. She's a wild card. You don't even know. You don't even know.
I mean,
Maybe that's
who
what it
really
is. Maybe
saw
I'm
that?
not thinking outside the box, outside the confines that have been presented to me. Maybe she's like in good with all of the deities, and she'll be like,
Maybe,
"Yo,
maybe.
yeah." Anyways, this episode is sponsored by Avengers Doomsday. You can
You
catch
wish.
it December. No, this is real. We're just talking about real things.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Got it.
this episode is sponsored by Avengers Doomsday, which is dropping. You would think they would put a date on there, but they're just seriously not going to give me a date. December 18th, 2026. That's approximately 1 week before Christmas, which is going to allow you to go watch it on the 18th and go watch it again with your family that's in town on the 25th. 2 times. Hollywood's smart like that. It's going to make $2 billion. I'm calling it here first, Jesse. Jesse, you heard it here first. Oh, it's going to be the highest grossing Avengers movie of all time. You heard it here first.
Okay.
You heard it here
I
first.
don't know. I haven't even seen the trailer. Like I feel like I need to watch the
Dude,
trailer.
there's like 6 trailers. You haven't seen one of them?
No.
See, that's what I'm talking about, audience. We were talking about the lock-in earlier and how Jesse locks in. You guys have no idea. It is
Maybe I'm
like
blocked out. Maybe I'm
it
blocked
is like
out, not locked in.
kicking trees to train your calves. That is how Jesse locks in. It doesn't matter how big or how small. You could be like, Jesse, could you come up with a tea recipe? And 8 years later, he will have bioengineered leaves to create a tea
I
that
wish.
only he could make. And he's like, yeah,
That
so
would be
here's the tea
awesome.
that you asked for.
That would be sick.
Anyways, we got to wrap this up. It's getting late. And Corey's on his way back home, so we're going to have to do episode recap, brief him. All right, play the outro.